Welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved. Today we're gonna take a look at the Neurax Worm, which is my personal favorite. Let's go single player, play, and there we go. The Neurax Worm is like a small organism that burrows into the brain of your victims, and you can alter your victim's behavior quite a bit. It's one of the plagues that gets a completely different DNA tree with completely different transmissions and symptoms, and mostly the abilities as well. So let's jump into it. For this one I go with catalytic switch, so we get DNA from popping blue bubbles. I go with Darwinist because I want to get the mutation. I go with the native biome because, to be fair, all the chance to increase isn't really all that helpful with this one. I also go with Extremophile, which gives me a minor bonus in all environments, and of course the almighty ionized helix, which will give me bonus DNA when I devolve a symptom that I don't need. Right, so let's go for it. And I've already named it Heronis, which kind of sounds like an ancient god or something like that. Yeah. With the Neurax Worm, you have the option to either kill all the humans as you would with a normal plague, or take a more subtle approach and enslave them. And that's what I'm going to do, because killing them off is just... we do that with every plague. So instead I'm going to enslave my planet here, and I like to start in a remote area where you would imagine there is like a cave or something where the Neurax Worm, which is an ancient organism, has been laid dormant for ages. Let's go with the vast open areas in Siberia, shall we? Yeah. So Russia is infected. Yeah, it says here the Neurax Worm was undiscovered for thousands of years, and now humans have entered its natural habitat and given it means to spread. So we go a little bit faster and I'll show you the disease screen. As you can tell, the transmission looks completely different. The symptoms, you've only got this one to start from down there. The abilities, you've got these three that are still the same. But you can get this one, which is the Trojan Plains, and this is a very important skill indeed. I'll show you in a bit. One thing that you might notice is that you already got quite a bit of severity compared to others, whereas you're not as infectious as others to start with, if I recall correctly. Let's just fast forward a little bit, just a little bit. Popping bubbles as we go along. Once you get to like, yeah, let's say 25 DNA, then we'll take our first... There you go, let's take our first abilities. And you want to go straight down this line. Do we have enough to get this one as well? So these three basically, they will produce Trojan planes. The Trojan planes basically let you allow you to precisely to pinpoint where you want to your disease to spread to. And there are these, the Trojan roamers, which will increase the infectivity in the target country, which is not only good for the initial oh, look at it down here next to the brain. Anyway, these roamers, they... Isn't it cute? Look at the little worm. Sorry, I'm getting carried away here. So you want to use these three, and you want to get these two, which will increase the infectivity in target countries, which is not only good for the initial infestation when you first go to a country, but it will also boost the amount of infected that you get when you've already got some in the country. So we're going with the first one of this, and then we are having not enough points to do anything else. Oh yeah, we can. We can go our first neural breach syndrome, which will just cause a little bit more infectionness. And we have enough points to get even a little more infective. There we go. So that's it for now. So we'll just carry on. Popping bubbles as we go along. And yep, just waiting for a few more. We're in China and we're in Turkey. Turkey, yes. So far we didn't have any Trojan planes. It takes a while for these to kick in. It's probably best to choose a country with a small target population, with a small population to start with, because they will become available as you get more and more people infected. Right then, we've got 27 points again. Pop this bubble. And so to counteract and to be not to be detected so early on, we're going for these. These are little the worm will release like beta blockers, and that will dampen the anxiety in the host, and your severity will go down. So we can do that twice. And then we go with this one, psychosis, which will further bring down the severity and increase the infectivity. There we go. We've got 8 DNA points left, and we're going to abilities with that and increase to the Trojan roamers 2. And that's pretty much the beginning now. What we need to... There we go. This is our first plane. It will come up with these bubbles. Ah, I clicked it away. Never mind, there will be another one. I didn't know that you could do that. Right, so there's the first plane. And you will want to infect other countries that... Of course there was another plane, a regular one, going to USA now. Anyway, you want to infect the main hubs first, because it will still spread on the usual way. But then soon after you want to go to all your islands that are difficult to reach. We have mutated and developed the despair symptom. So what does despair do? Oh, it brings the lethality a little bit higher. I think I'm gonna want to devolve this, because I would like to go completely without any casualties if I can avoid it. Now, what you have to do with like all diseases, you need to get the drug resistance and then the heat or the cold, depending on where you first started. If you start in a cold country like Russia is, then you took the heat resistance and vice versa, obviously. Currently we're just going all out with the with infecting as many countries as possible. As you can see, they just pop all over the place. Already infected Greenland, and Greenland is already completely lost. New Guinea. Pakistan. Libya, why not? Brazil. It's really easy to spread this plague. It's almost a joke. Let's really quickly check how many are left. There's not a lot of countries left that are not infected. So I've got to infect New Zealand and then the rest of the African continent. You almost... It goes so fast that you almost have no chance to evolve your disease. I didn't want there, wanted that one. So Spain, Botswana and Zimbabwe. Botswana. Spain got on its own, and then there Zimbabwe. Right now, what we want to do now is... We've got all these countries on the northern hemisphere that are pretty much overrun. So we go to the ability trait and we evolve the heat resistance and the cold resistance one. Also going for genetic hardening and for drug resistance too. Let's see the symptoms. Transmissions we can. We'll go with the eggs, which will increase the infectivity a little bit longer. And now you can see these are the animals. And if you evolve this one, you get the water and the air. But it's not really needed because it's just you get this one as well because it doesn't give severity. And there we go. But quite a bit of infectivity. You don't need any of the ways to spread all your animals or your water, and just do that all with the Trojan planes. We have evolved confusion, which is good. Confusion will make it quite a bit harder to cure us. And then there's the second one, memory loss, which will make it very hard to cure, and we'll want to evolve this one. The next one in line, not so good. And it also gives us lethality, which I try to avoid because, as I said, I want to enslave all of humanity and not lose a great lot of people, if I can avoid it. So far we haven't been noticed, and we're spreading like crazy. Let's see if you can take over the world completely unnoticed. Oh, there's another one. Need to pause for a moment so I can get that. Ah, we got dead. Got some dead, but that was due to a disaster. Yeah. There it says it was to evolve so we can kill people. But I don't want to kill people, I want to enslave them. Don't you understand, silly game? Ah, we have mutated and developed the adoration symptom. So now, that's almost where we need to go. This increases severity now, but we'll go for it now, because... I wanted that one. We've got like 33 million healthy people left. Oh no, that we have been noticed. And a cure has started, but it's over now. We go devotion. Surges of dopamine and serotonin compel the host of constantly think about the worm and triggers intense rushes of pleasure. Pleasure worm. Oh, and look at that. Look how it burrows into the brain. That's quite nice, isn't it? Look at the grip, and it's been growing as well. And now this is the one you want to aim for if you don't want to kill anyone off. So this basically makes it forces the host into a permanent state of worship and acceptance, treating the Neurax Worm as an eternal god. Yes, please. And go for it. And we've won. Easy at that. It's that easy. 822 days, 6% cure progress, and it's only because I allow that adoration to manifest. But it's quite good. It gives us 4 biohazards for this. And yep, mankind has been enslaved. I just love this little Neurax Worm. I wish I was a Neurax Worm. I could do some fun things with that ability. Next time, I'm going to take a look at the Parasite, which has some similarities to the Neurax Worm, but is more like a standard plague you can encounter. But you have the ability to mask yourself quite a bit as well, so you can take a quite aggressive approach with that. We'll see how that turns out then the next time. Until then, I am the Sauerkraut. I'll see you all next time.